Hey guys, Fantis here, and today I'll be talking about my third segment of my USA vlog, and yeah, let's get to the intro. So yeah, we arrived in New York City airport, and of course it was dark, and it was late at night, and we arrived there at about like 11 p.m. in New York City time, and yeah, that was very difficult for me to actually stay awake, and of course it is cold, and we waited for at least about 30 minutes on the baggage claim to get picked up by our family friend. And then we arrived there at about like 1 p.m. So yeah, from New York City airport to New Jersey, which is where my family friends live. And the next day, next thing I know, we went to Washington D.C. So we arrived at the first attraction that we went to was the Washington Monument. And of course that, I didn't go at it, but we took some pictures and of course videos. So straight after that, we then went to the National World War II Memorial. So that's the memorial that holds all of the names of the countries that fought in World War II. So yeah, I only stood at the Philippines because I'm a proud Pinoy. And that was the National World War II Memorial. And then straight after that, I was walking on the Lincoln Reflecting Memorial. So yeah, that's the long river that you walk on. Looking at the map, that's like, and yeah, and on the way going to the Lincoln Memorial, I saw... Look, I found a squirrel. There's a squirrel. Oh no, there's a squirrel. Right over there, it's a squirrel. There's a squirrel. Yes, and that's the squirrel. So after stalking the squirrel, I then carried on walking to the Lincoln Memorial. And of course, when we got there, there's lots of people. People were in the way when they shouldn't be, and so just can't bear it. So yeah, and then I had to like take a lot of steps because it's a big memorial. And when we got inside, more people. Yes, like lots of people. And there before me was Abraham Lincoln statue. So that was that, and then after going to the memorials of Abraham Lincoln and the World War II National Memorial, the last attraction that we went to before the end of the day was the United States Capitol. And we only just went there for like a few minutes for a photo shoot, and the lake, which is on the other side of the Capitol building. And yes, of course it was quiet, there was nobody around. There were just a few people like jogging and working out, and yeah, and at the time I think the building was kind of under maintenance because there were like building frames around it. So that was Washington DC. Let's move on to the next day. Yes, and then after going to that, we went to Atlantic City a few days after. Like Brighton, but of course it is more American, of course, and it has the Western / Indian themes because of the colors and such as the shape of the buildings. And of course what's common is that the attractions are mainly gambling. I mean, spaces are filled with casino machines. I mean, lots of people are sat there like betting their money in. I'm not really into gambling, unfortunately, but that's what I saw, and yeah, 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 and of course my parents did try at least to have a go at gambling, but that's gambling. And then after that we went shopping, I guess, in the actual Atlantic City. Speaking of the shops that we went to Polo Ralph Lauren, we went to the Nike, we went to Jack Wills and Calvin Klein, that. And of course, yes, that's where I bought this watch. And I will talk about this in another video, so keep a lookout for that. And yeah, that's Atlantic City. Going back to New Jersey again, a few days after that, we then went to Philadelphia and went to the first skyscraper. It was a bit of a short time there because we didn't do very much. Although I did manage to see some very nice tall buildings, touring around, I guess. And then after that, we then went to another place in New Jersey. So that means we went to another family friends of my parents. The next day, we went to New York. And New York was extremely busy. So yes, there's lots of people walking on the sidewalks, lots of cars, traffic. How we got there was we took a coach, of course, and like an hour and plus 30 minutes depending on the traffic. So when we got there, I didn't realize how cold it was until I stepped outside of the bus station, and yeah, we shivered a lot. I had a difficulty in filming, of course, but I liked the place. It's a bit busy, and we did go to the Times Square, which was the first thing that we went to, and then the second thing was the thing that I've always wanted to see, the most famous theater of all, and that was the Radio City Music Hall. Yes, I loved it. I loved the look at it, and unfortunately I didn't go inside because we weren't really watching a show, so I was just literally outside. But I did film the label of the building, and I already know that they have a building on top of that. So that building on top of that is actually a hotel for performers that perform in the theater. Then there's another space underneath that, which is also in front of it. That's the rehearsing building, so that's where performers would usually rehearse either before the day of the performance or like at least in order to adjust the space that they are using on the stage. And yes, the stage is very big, and the stage has like two parts. So there's one that moves up and down, and then the stationary piece. So it is quite a modern type of theater with such equipment. And because that one is very different, the curtains don't open in a linear way. Curtains usually open like this, but the one in the Radio City Hall does not. It pulls the curtains up like this. So I think the reason why they called it a music hall is because of the way that the walls were structured. There's like one layer and then another layer and then another layer. So it's like they are projecting the sound to the audience. And the reason why that I know Radio City Music Hall is because I got it from Barney.
You are special, you're the only one like you. There isn't another in the whole wide world who can do the things you do.
'Cause you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone in his or her own way. Oh, you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone in his or her own way.
You know it's true. You're important, though you really are. You're the only one of you. The world is better just because you're here.
You should know that we love you. Oh, you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone in his or her own way. Oh, you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone in his or her own way.
Yeah, I watched Barney, and yeah, that's where I got it from. So yeah, I liked it. And then I got fascinated by the fact that this theater is one of the best at New York. So that's that, my third USA vlog, and if you guys like it, then please like it. Then if you have something to say, then drop it down in the comment section below, and if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel and watch out for more content. And yeah, don't forget to look at my other videos, my second and my first, as well as my teaser video. And yeah, have a great day. See you in the next video.